Welcome back to another video, guys, and thank you guys for joining me, your boy Tony, for another banger. I'm already here in the Seta. Beautiful morning today, man. Let me share with you guys this beautiful California skies. Look at that, gorgeous, beautiful. I'm in the Seta, it's popped. We prepped today, got my bag over there, you feel me? It's a whole day of working, you feel me? So today we got a few things, man. I don't know how far we're gonna get into it, but this probably be a longer vlog than I need it to be. So anyways, I got some stuff for the car. Got a few things going on. Got some hoses going on. Got some cooling for the car. Some oil filter. I don't know how far we're gonna get into it. Got ball joints as well. And got some RTV because I want to redo the oil pan gasket because it's trash, and compression arm bushing. I don't know how far we're gonna get into it today, but we definitely gotta fix that coolant leak. So to fix that coolant leak, I got a few things. I know the hoses are good because they've been recently replaced, and I have my own that are also good, and those are fine. So I have these gaskets right here. Now, mine is a 08, so 07, 08 HR. You have a different thermostat gasket. This is what it looks like. Got it from Z1 Motorsports. And this is the water inlet for the driver's side. It's different from DE. Both of these are different from DE. This is the same thing as a VHR as well, I believe. Is your part number for it. I don't know what happened to this part number, but no part number. But anyways, got that loaded up. Got my stickers, I got my lunch, you feel me? Now the car is hot. I do drive it pretty aggressively, so we're gonna go ahead and do some of the suspension stuff right now. Probably start off with the ball joints, because with the ball joints, the previous owner gave me these, gave me this filter. You know, he really hooked it up with some stuff, and he replaced the ball joints because he told me that the last time he took it to alignment, they told him that he should replace them because they don't look good. So take his advice, change them out, and have a good day. Let's get it. You guys can see right there, that is clearly not a good ball joint. So take out a cotter pin, unloosen that. Funny story, as it always is, none of these adapters work for the freaking Z. So this usually always happens. Anyways, I got this shit disassembled. I was out here working and grinding and shit, you feel me? I was gonna get this side done and then show you guys on the other side how to play it out in the vid, but these are, you guys can see that. I need like a half cup right here to take the ball joint out, but that kit doesn't have it. So moving on, we're gonna fix some of these coolant leaks in the meantime, and then right now my boy Water's gonna shoot right to the auto store, and we're gonna go get that kit, you know. All right, what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put the pan underneath, and we're gonna disconnect all these hoses right here, take off these. You guys remember from my old vid, we're gonna take all this off and put the kit from my old car on this one. So get rid of all this evap, get rid of these two lines right here to the throttle bodies, get rid of all that garbage. I'm gonna try to drain this, but the drain plug's pretty messed up, so I'm gonna try to take it off with this fatty Phillips head. Seems to be coming off, you guys can see. Now you may be asking yourself, why am I draining the radiator? It's because I'm trying to fix these coolant leaks, because it just smells like coolant. So we top side over here, you feel me? Right now we're gonna take off these hoses right there, two from the throttle body. I just drained the coolant, so it shouldn't be a lot, but it might be a lot. Oh, there was dry hose. There's gonna be this one right here that you're gonna disconnect. This is bolt right here, a 10mm right here, and that's gonna loosen up this bracket. You guys can see. Loosen up the brackets. Take this on. And take this one over here. There's two of them for the sensor. You're gonna disconnect that sensor, make it easier for you. That sensor hose is also gonna get disconnected right here. The one that goes into the sensor right down here. You can see that. Pop that sucker out. Move this hose out the way. It makes it a lot easier. Bada bing, bada boom. You gotta disconnect this hose right here. But you can disconnect it from down here where it disconnects to that barb. You guys can see that. I'm gonna point to it right here. Where's it at? You guys can see that. Oh, you guys cannot see that, bro. That is in there. Anyways, follow this hose that I'm touching right here. Go this one. Go all the way down. It goes to the back of the barb. Disconnect that. We're gonna cap that off right now, because we're not gonna use it. All right, same thing on the other side. We have this hose right here for the plenum. It's an air hose. These two connected to the throttle body are not air. Those are the coolant. So when you pop those out, they're gonna leak, obviously. And then we take this whole mess out, man, with all these hoses. The last one from the throttle body, this last one right here that you're looking at, that one is connected to right here. So there's barb right here, this metal barb. You guys can see that runs coolant through it. You guys can see where it's connected to. I'm gonna pull that out. You see what that barb is right there? We're gonna have to cap that right now too. So get that hose out. In the back of the plenum, like I said, there's another coolant hose you got to disconnect on the back right there. Pull that sucker out. You guys can see that barb straight down. And that's it, man. Those are the two hoses right here. Yo! Alright, check this out. So you're gonna get all this garbage out. This is one of the hoses. This is what it looks like. Freaking octopus. And you're gonna replace it with this and two caps. A lot better, right? Shaved off a couple ounces. You feel me? And the fluid too, man. Remember that all has to be filled with fluid the original way. So this is all you have to do. Now put the caps where you need them, right there. Obviously you're gonna put a clamp on them right there, in the back right there. Now this one is pretty simple. This is just for the HVAC system, for the plenum, so it doesn't act up. You're gonna just connect it to this side, connect it to the same barb on the other side, and then you're just gonna put this sensor back on there, and then you're gonna connect the hose to the actual sensor, and we're good to go. Slip this in there, put that on the other side, connect this right about there, slide it on there. This one comes in over here and looks pretty. Slide down there just like that. Come over here again, put this one right there. I know, I got ahead of myself. I know. I was just trying to figure out this whole thermostat situation because everything in here looks disgusting. I'm gonna swap out that red hose while we're at it, but gonna clean up this throttle body section. There's 3 bolts, you guys can see, 10 millimeters. Clean that up, make sure it's cooling. You guys can see that. Fix that up, seal that up. I'm sure it'll be a lot happy to not be leaking from right there. Just be careful with your gasket, you feel me? Don't do anything stupid. You guys gotta peep the alignment of the gasket because it only goes in one way. And don't mess this gasket up, man. I mess these up all the time because they're like a wired gasket in there. So don't mess this up. Kind of annoying to put in, but when you put it in, it's very satisfying. Well, we got that in there, so now we can just stick out our hose and hope for the best at this point, you know? So I was checking this out, man. This hose, this wire does not come through right here. It's supposed to run through the back, man. I was wondering why it was so cluttered up in front, because this thing does not go through right here. It's supposed to go through the back, like down there, through the back. So right now, I'm gonna attempt to reroute it. Hopefully through a better spot than that really not so good spot. So I'm gonna try to reroute that. Hopefully come up through the back over here in this vicinity. That'd be cool. Maybe come up through right here, hit this bend right here, maybe a 90 or something. And you know, make it look a little sleek, man, because I mean this is not looking too good right now, you know. All of these probably make them pass to the bottom of this brace, man, like, you know, simple stuff like that. Make them actually run through the actual bracket that they're supposed to run through, you know. Come on, man. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Reroute that wire and see where it goes to. See if we can do something better. How to drain out the container for the homie. He had it all full. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like halfway through my other one, man. Look at that. Jeez. Anyways, we're gonna fill this back up. Back underneath. We're gonna swap out some of these power steering lines and replace some of that power steering fluid because it's nasty. So we're just gonna put that right under there so we can let that thing drain. You feel me? Those are fairly easy to take off, man, especially if you have 2 hands that are free. You see? Got that thing bleeding out properly right here. Disconnected it from right there, from right there. The hard line, pretty dirty in there. Anyways, you know, it's good to go. Get some of this going. These are a lot better, more attractive than those. All right, ladies and gents. So right now, since we already cleaned up all this, already put the hoses back on because my camera died. Replaced the batteries and we're good to go now. Hoses are back in. No power steering. Obviously, have to go buy some. But while we're already in here and everything's taken apart, I figured we might as well do the wire tuck that we always do and correct some of this junk. So disconnect your battery, obviously. Let's get it cracking, man. And right now, what we're gonna do is reroute all this wiring, hide some of this because this is too hideous, and see what we can do, man. Hopefully, get rid of this bracket maybe right here that's currently not being used at all. So probably get rid of that one. Get rid of this bracket right here. Lift this up a little bit for the fuel. Run my wire underneath. Take off this one so you can run your wiring underneath through right here. We're gonna run all of this, man. Even the one for this big one that I told you guys about that we were trying to hide. This one, we're gonna get rid of that one too. hide all of that stuff, and it's gonna look amazing. So let's go ahead and start that. This wire tuck is actually very easy, guys. We're gonna take this big one that I told you guys about, this one right here. Since you got it all the way pulled out, you're gonna just route it through right here, underneath the plenum. I know, underneath the plenum, and then back out this way and on through the bottom. Get yourself a nice little metal rod, you feel me? I don't know how I did it, but you gotta finesse these other ones, these sensors through right here, through the bottom. And don't even worry about it. They only go in one way, so if they don't fit, that's because it's not the right one. So just keep that in mind. These are just the 2 front cam sensors. You just plug those back in like how they were. See, that one's good. That one's good, see? Side to side, out of mind. All right, now that you got that situated, you got your wiring all hidden up in there. Next step is to continue on this side. Pretty self-explanatory. You're gonna take off all this wiring, pick it up, drop the other one underneath it, pick up your fuel rail. I'm gonna tuck it underneath the fuel rail ever so majestically. Check this out. There you go. See, now it's all tucked. Gotta run through right here. You guys can see it. There we go. We're all set. Back on the driver's side, we got these grounds that we're gonna relocate. So if you want to go ahead, open these up, give yourself some space. Probably get some of that bracket. That way we can tuck this somewhat like that, like so you don't see it on top of the motor. So we're gonna have to take off this bracket, just 2 10mm. Some more weight. This one, realistically, probably gonna put it maybe on these last 2 right here in the casing. Put that on right there. Put this one down here, just so they're pretty tucked in underneath. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. So that's pretty much done. I just left this right here for the intake. Right here is all tucked away, kind of pushed to the side. Right here, you're not really gonna see that with the intakes on there. On this side, we gotta do a little bit more. Take off this bracket right here. Maybe depends if we're gonna leave it or not. If not, so we can run some wiring underneath it or to next to it or something. But we get some of this out the way like this. We need to get all these grounds situated and out the way, and then get these all mocked up. Got this all tucked away behind there, over there. Looks good. So now we can put this hose back as well. Ta-da! And we got that hose on top. Now with the wire, all the wiring all done up, all the tucking out the way. Got rid of a bunch of stuff, a bunch of plastics, all that junk. All right, now that we got that all situated, man, we're gonna leave this top side how it is, like that. And we're gonna now start working on the bottom, resealing that oil pan. So to do that, we're gonna have to drain the oil. So we're gonna go in here, grab our handy dandy 14mm. That was actually pretty loose and that was kind of scary. Oh, we'll just take it off anyway. Usually you would want to take your oil cap off so you can release some of that pressure. So cool trick for you EQ owners that can't get your oil cap off. That's why I got a Toby one. Anyways, let that sucker drain out. That thing is black. Jeez, that thing is freaking black, man. That's crazy. Oh, look at the burping. Oh, the pipe. Release some of that pressure for you, mamas. That's crazy. Turn that sucker. Now, the previous owner did give me an oil filter, so we'll go ahead and use that. The original one. I guess in the meantime, I should put back the intake box and do all that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Ta-da! Got the intakes back on. I think by now the oil should be drained. Install the oil filter, install the drain plug, and take off the oil pan and clean it up. And because we got to get it prepped for some new gasket maker, man. Got to prep it. Put some of this ultra black. See what happens. We'll go ahead and marvel at this beauty together. Look at it, man. It's a Nissan oil filter. Something I noticed in the 08s, they have this sandwich plate like the DEs do. I'm not a big fan of it. Let me know you guys' thoughts. I plan to take it off, but let me know if anybody still runs this and actually like drives their car hard, races their car, drifts their car, whatever. Let me know what you guys think. I also put this in very dry, so I don't know what anybody else does, but for me, dry works. There's always a little oil that seeps through anyway, so I guess it's not really truly dry, but I have a terrible memory, so I'm gonna just go ahead and write the mileage so I know when to change it. What I'm gonna do is put all this back, close that up, because we're gonna get ready to go ahead and blast all these 10mm out. Whoa, let's go ahead and drain all this out, man. All right, so we did a quick auto run store the next day. It is another beautiful day. We're gonna get it in today, finish up that ball joint. This is what I needed right here, one of these cups that mine didn't have, so we're gonna get that in right now. But the car does in fact not have fluid, so right now we're gonna put fluids in it, nothing crazy. We're just gonna use basic AutoZone stuff. So I got Mobile 1 the Performance 5W30, you feel me? And then I got power steering fluid, nothing crazy, and I got this stop leak because we need that stop leak. And then yeah, just some typical Vortex, Asian vehicle, bubbling, cooling, you know, basic stuff, you feel me? Right here, we just put these easy clamps on there. You guys can see them down there, the other one. Put those on there with some caps. And then we just ran the hoses like so, down here, underneath this PVC line. And then over here over to the sensor. Put the sensor back, plugged it in, and it's all good. It's all done. All your hoses are done in the back. That looks all happy and dandy. Looks a lot better during the day, man, with the wire tuck and everything. It had like the line running through here. That it's not even supposed to go through there, if I were to explain that. It's not even supposed to go through there, but it was going through there, so we drew that all the way, put the, you know, we relocated all of these grounds down there. Everything looks much cleaner up here, man, you feel me? Everything looks much better, much cleaner. The only hose we need to get now is this red one right here, and then these right here, and this other one in the back. And then delete all these hoses in the front for the coolant and stuff. These right here, like for the coolant for the thingamabob at the bottom. But yeah, just wanted to share that. This thing looks a lot better, a lot cleaner too. Like the Z1 right there. You feel me? It's everywhere, up and about. All the red hoses looks much cleaner back here too. Not so much clutter, you know. Get PVC delete going too as soon as we get our intakes back on. We have all of that as well. But that's gonna be when we get the tune and all that situated. So more to look forward to. I gotta bleed the power steering, so turn it all the way this way. Now turn it all the way the other way. See, I already need some more. This is going pretty well too. So far so good, I mean, you know. I don't know what's up with that though. Not sure why it's foaming, but you know. I'd rather have it outside than inside the engine, you know? Alright, so right now, about to take off this tire. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna go ahead and remove all these bolts. You're gonna remove this one right here. Top. You're gonna remove this top one right here. Hey, check it. So that one's already loose. You guys can see that. One's already loose. This one's already loose as well. This one's already loose as well. Gotta take off that cotter pin and then take that off with the 22, and then that will come off loose as well. Then when you can do that, you can take this thing off, put it to the side. Now we can really get in here and work. And you guys can see all the damage is done to this ball joint. Look at it. Yikes. First we gotta take out this cotter pin on here. So get your pliers, get that out of there. Be good to go. When you take it off, it's gonna look like this, little C-clamp. Get your little pliers, take them out. That's garbage. Set up your little C-cup right here, cut out. Kind of like that, you feel me? Make sure you're not touching this lip on the bottom. And then just make sure on top, that thing can go through the top, you see it? It's wiggling around in there. Make sure it does not hit the top, so otherwise you can't take it out. Other than that, just straight through. I'm doing this old school, man. Check this out. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys can see that thing is absolutely trashed. And it moves pretty easily, you know. So that one's Basura. This one, brand new. That's what we like to see. Just some maintenance getting done. You feel me? Took off the compression arm just because I feel like it gives it more room for me to put my cup on top of it, like so. Give it a quick clean. There we go. See, doesn't sit perfectly, but we're gonna try to keep it flat as possible. You feel me? Like real life Legos or what? Come on, Laser. I just put two. Since I had two kids, I put two bottoms, one on the top, one on the bottom. Look at that. It's kind of MacGyver, man, but I, got the job done. One time used kind of thing. That's good to me. The pliers. Try to get one side started, and the other side should carry on pretty sturdy, just like that, man. We got it on. I mean, you guys can see that by the time there, you know. Now, top side, all we gotta do is just put all this stuff back, put este cochinero para atrás, and be on our merry way, man. Yo. You can't forget about your little cup. This little triangle right here, you can't forget about that. This one goes right here. You see it? A little bolt. Just like that. Now you only have to get a few started, because the gun will do the rest. That's on there. The ball joint is a 22. Got the cotter pin in there. Bada bing. Push that sucker through there. Shock mount is a 17. Zap that in there. 17 as well. Load that 19 up for the finisher. Ball joints are looking mighty spectacular. I only showed you guys on one side because the other side's pretty much the same thing, you know, so that side's cool. This side over here is also fantastic. This thing looks amazing. Happy with that. This is alive and running. She looks pretty good. You know me, big fan of I'm about to call it Bella, that's crazy. Big fan of my Paloma over here. She's running super good. Yeah, test drive right here. Welcome back to the crib, guys. We'll be in every single video, man. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and kicking it with me this long. We did a lot of work on the Z today. Got a lot done, some maintenance, a lot of stuff that was back to that needed to be done, man. So we needed to address all that before we even think about doing anything crazy with the car, sliding it, drifting it, racing it, man. So we really have to knock all that out And I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me, getting it done now, so we can get on to the more fun stuff and exciting stuff, man. So with that being said, man, you guys are excited to look forward to that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell right next to it, so you guys get notified when I drop a banger, because I know you guys get upset when you guys miss out when I drop a banger, man. So hit that bell, and then make sure to hit that like button if you guys enjoyed today's video, man. If you guys like the work we're doing on the Z, if you guys are looking forward to it, man, and if you guys have any suggestions, questions, comments, or concerns, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. I answer every single one of the comments, man. So make sure to let me know if you guys have any questions or anything to say. Let me know down below, man. I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed day. I appreciate y'all for staying this long, man. It means a lot to me. You guys are some real ones that stay to the end of the vlog. I guys have an amazing, best day, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.